This is the high school basketball playoffs on regional radio.
Blanton across timeline, behind the back, 5 seconds, and he lost it. Cooper T-kick the steal, gets it to Carter. Carter the layup, can't get it to go, but right there is Cockbright, and Cockbright puts it back at the buzzer. What a first half for Kyle Cockbright as the North County Raiders head into halftime, riding high with an 11-point lead.
It's the most exciting time of the year to be a basketball fan.
Holding the ball between the circles, throws it in the high post for Horton. She'll penetrate, pull it back out. Step back jumper is true. Oh my goodness. That was smooth from Sophia Horton for her 20th point of the ball game.
And whether it's on AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJFF, J98 The Boot, the MyMo Info Sports Stream, or MyMoInfo.com.
Now on the free throw line, Prater to the left wing, Lunyu, a covered up three, and he pops it right over Jarvis. Luke Lunyu with his third three of the game and 15 big ones for the 6'2 senior.
Nobody covers the high school hoops postseason in Southeast Missouri like regional radio.
Still holding with 10 seconds. Bollinger drives. Bollinger to the rim. Laid it in. 5 seconds left. The Lancers hold on in an incredible district championship game.
You're listening to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show, brought to you in part by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit, and online 24/7 at Fleegs.com.
Welcome in, my beautiful people. My name is Brandon Pavlina. Glad to have you here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream as we get set for the Class 4 girls basketball sectional between the Central Lady Rebels and the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles. Two of the top dogs in Class 4 squaring off tonight here on the hardwood in New Madrid. And I'll tell you what, these two teams raring and ready to go. The Central Lady Rebels 19-4 on the year, and that championship pedigree on full display here once again this year, as the Lady Rebels have claimed now their third straight district title with a win just a few days ago over St. Genevieve. And they've now won 8 out of the last 10 district titles. So they know all about winning, certainly in the district. However, they have not won in sectionals since all the way back in 2016. Trying to change that here tonight. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles, they have been on a terrific run of their own in their program, as they've done a lot of winning together, has this group. As over the last 4 years, they're averaging over 20 wins per season, and they've also brought home 3 district titles over that span in 2018, 2019, and 2021. Here this year, 20-3. And ready for a big-time matchup in this one tonight. Should be a lot of fun between the Central Lady Rebels and the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles. Central Lady Rebels 19-4, the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles 20-3, with the winner getting the right to move on to the Class 4 quarterfinals and be one of the final 8 teams standing in the class in girls basketball. We'll have it for you in just a little bit, so don't go anywhere. But right now, this is the Fleegs Equipment pregame show. Fleegs Equipment is located in St. Genevieve and Leadington. Fleegs Equipment for all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs. Let their family serve your family. Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit, or online 24/7 at Fleegs.com. Also here in the Mineral Area College broadcast booth, Mineral Area College is your next step. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will bring you our head coach interviews. We'll hear from Toby Heeb, the head coach of the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles, and then we'll also hear from Josh Mapes, the longtime and great head coach for the Central Lady Rebels. All that coming up on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show with tip-off about 10 minutes away here in the Class 4 girls basketball sectional between Central and New Madrid County Central.
Cozine Memorial Chapel has been serving Farmington and the surrounding communities since 1864. Their commitment of service to the community is deeply rooted in Missouri history and is the foundation for everything they do today. John Cozine is proud to be the 4th generation to operate Cozine Memorial Chapel and is proud to support Farmington High School. Cozine Memorial Chapel, serving families for generations at 217 West Columbia Street in Farmington.
Surdike Motorsports is the proud sponsor of Jefferson County Sports. Hi, this is Matt Surdike. Whether you bleed blue, red, green, black, or gold, Surdike Motorsports is here to serve local sports fans from every walk of life. With Yamaha motorcycles, side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, and wave runners, Polaris side-by-sides, ATVs, and slingshots, and now for the first time in Surdike history, we have zero-turn mowers from Bad Boy Mowers. Sports, it's in our name. Surdike Motorsports in Festus.
Where we're a family run for family fun.
There's just a good tradition with that girls basketball program up there at Park Hills.
The entire faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District would like to recognize and support all of their students and athletes. It takes an enormous amount of hard work and dedication to be a successful student and athlete. They recognize all of the work their students put forth and are proud of each and every one of you. They wish you the very best in all of your future endeavors. This message is brought to you by the faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District, home of the Rebels.
Gilster Mary Lee Corporation is looking for capable professional drivers. At least 21 years old, truck school graduates are welcome. Paid hub mileage, downtime, holiday pay, home weekly, with medical and life insurance, vacation bonus, Christmas bonus, commissary privileges, plus a profit-sharing program. Low turnover with a realistic first-year earning of $50,000. Apply in person at Gilster Mary Lee in Chester, Illinois, or call Mike Welker at 1-800-851-5371, extension 3246.
Welcome back here on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show as we get set for the Class 4 girls basketball sectional game between the two Central teams. It is the Central Lady Rebels taking on New Madrid County Central, and joining me now is the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Toby Heeb. Coach, been a terrific season for you guys coming into this one, 20-3 overall, and really a terrific performance by you guys over the final few weeks of the season. Let's go back to the district tournament quickly. You took down Kennett in the first game. You beat Donovan in the championship. Both quality opponents, and you handled them pretty well. So going back to that district tournament, Coach, what did you like most about how your team played in their first few playoff games?
Well, the thing I liked the most is we came out ready to play both games. I thought we started well early, kind of familiar with both of those teams that we played. So I think that helped. What I was really impressed with, we had a little bit of time off with all the snow and ice we received, and only got a few practices in there before we started districts. So for them to come out and play the way they did, they played really hard, and they had their minds really focused to go get a district title. So I was really excited about that.
Yeah, looking at the schedule, Coach, you guys played back on February 9th, not another game until February 25th, so over 2 weeks for you between games, and of course, a lot of teams dealing with that. 2021 hasn't been a whole lot easier comparatively to 2020, but, Coach, it's been a great season for you, as I said, out of the gate, and just talking with some folks who are familiar with your team, sounds like you guys got a lot of talent on the roster. So for the folks at home, for the folks from our listening area, what can you tell me about the makeup of your roster and some of the strengths and some of the top players on your team?
Okay, yeah. Well, we're pretty senior heavy. We got 6 seniors that all play and contribute a ton. They've played since they were freshmen, really. I believe 3 of these girls that start for us started their freshman year and won a district title as freshmen. And then we won again as all these girls were sophomores, came in second last year. So there's a lot of experience, a couple juniors that really, really contribute. And really, just a bunch of kids that work hard. They play hard. We like to try to play fast and pressure, and they all buy into doing that. Some of the top ones that, most of the other teams down here really focus on are Olivia Hartman and Tylee Walford-Bird and Shakira Wright. Those are kind of the names that when I talk to other coaches about our team, those are the ones they always mention. They're our leading scorers at, I think, about 15, 11, and 10 each. But it's, any given night, we got a few that can maybe go get 15 or 20 points just based on the way we play. And they're real unselfish kids. They don't care who scores or who does this. They just want to go win.
Well, it sounds like a great group, Coach. Looking forward to seeing you guys in action. And something interesting that you said there, we're talking with Toby Heed, the head coach of the New Madrid County Central girls basketball team, as they get set to take on the Central Lady Rebels for the Class 4 sectional. Something interesting you said, Coach, was the experience of this team, and that's something that is pretty much a mirror image on the other sideline. The Central Lady Rebels, they've done a lot of winning. They've been to some district championships, to the sectional round before. You guys, no different. And I asked Coach Mapes, and I'll ask you as well, how important do you think that experience is this time of the year, particularly in a year like 2020 and 21 where there's so much unknown? How important is the experience of playing in these big-time playoff games?
I think it's extremely important, mostly just because their minds are focused. You know, like we said, we had the 2 weeks off. If we were a younger group, I don't know how we would have bounced back after that. But this group of kids knew what to do, coming right back, getting in the gym and getting to practice and working on the things that we need to work on. Their attention to details there right now, and they know what's at stake. You know, they were in this position as freshmen and sophomores, ran into a couple really good teams that I think their freshman year, I know they played Saxony. I wasn't here, and I believe Saxony went on to maybe the Final Four or lost a close one in the quarterfinal that year. The next year, sophomores, we lost to Licking, who went to the Final Four. So we've ran into good teams at this game. So they know what's at stake. They've, got to kind of get in there and get their feet wet. And I think that's really going to help a lot, just because before it was unknown. They didn't know what they were stepping into against some of these teams from other parts of the state. Now they know that there's good basketball in other places, so they're kind of preparing a lot better.
Well, Coach, certainly a great challenge ahead for you in the Central Lady Rebels. They've had a terrific season as well. They've got the championship pedigree, of course, with a lot of district titles along their way over the last few seasons as well. So when you've gotten a chance to break down the film and watch Central, what jumps out to you most, and what are your thoughts on this year's Central Lady Rebels team?
Well, like I've told a lot of people when they've asked me around here, there's just a good tradition with that girls basketball program up there at Park Hills. Coach Mapes does a great job with his team. What really stands out to me is they've got court awareness, their basketball IQ. You can tell that they've played a lot of basketball and a lot together. They kind of know where to be and what to do and just the right way to play. I think they can all shoot it tremendously well, and I think they're a very good rebounding team. And on top of all that, they take good care of the ball. So all the elements of a good team they check all the boxes.
Yeah, certainly saw them rebounding really well against the really tall St. Genevieve team in the championship game a couple of days ago. But final thing, Coach, and I appreciate your time, just a few keys for you. What does your team need to do well in this game in order to give yourselves the best chance to win?
I just think we got to stick to who we are and do what we've always done since the day I came here to start coaching these girls, and that's a lot of intensity and a lot of pressure on the ball and getting in passing lanes. Once we get it, we got to be aggressive and attack. We can't play, kind of slow or complacent. We just got to be real aggressive and keep the pressure on them for 32 minutes.
Well, this should be a really fun matchup between two really great girls basketball teams, Coach, and I appreciate your time. Tony Heeb, the head coach of the New Madrid County Central girls, as they get set to take on the Central Lady Rebels in the sectional of Class 4. Coach, thank you again so much for your time, and good luck in the ballgame.
No bet. Thank you.
Make it a great family night at Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington. Hi, my name is Amy Cousins, General Manager at your local store. Maybe start out with a couple of appetizers: boneless wings, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, chicken quesadilla. There's so much to choose from. Let the kids pick from the kids menu, then for yourself, choose one of our favorites. Steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, we have it all. Go to Applebee's.com for the full menu and look for our happy hour prices. Doing good in the neighborhood, Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington.
Welcome back here on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show as we get set for the Class 4 girls basketball sectional as Central is getting ready to take on Central, New Madrid County Central, that is. The Lady Rebels preparing for another big-time sectional matchup, and joining us now is Josh Mapes, the head coach of the Lady Rebels. Coach, for you guys last time out, a great win against St. Genevieve. We were out there, had a chance to talk to you after the game. Seemed like you were really thrilled with the performance, and of course on the defensive side of the ball, you guys were fantastic. So when you had a chance to go back and watch that game film against St. Gen, what were your thoughts when you had a chance to go back and rewatch it, and what did you like most about how your team played?
Well, I'll be honest, I have not watched that film yet, to be honest. But I know during the game our kids did a couple things well, and one of them was they rebounded and played really good defense. And you want to win this time of year, you got to do those things well and be physical, and I thought our kids did that.
Coach, at this point, with this team and really with most of your teams and the run you guys have been on, winning districts and your performances in the playoffs, you guys have a lot of experience in big-time games. I'm just curious from your perspective as someone who gets a chance to be on the sidelines and be alongside so many of these great athletes over the years, how important and how significant is it for your players to have experience playing in these big-time playoff games?
I think it definitely helps. This year has kind of been a crazy year with COVID, so a lot of the crowds we would have had, we haven't had. Usually playing the boys, girls, district finals on the same night is a great atmosphere, and this year with COVID, it's all on separate nights, so it's just been a crazy year. But, in the past, like the last couple of years, playing in that Notre Dame game, some big crowd, I think, will help us in the game Wednesday night down at New Madrid County Central.
Josh Mapes joining us, the head coach of the Central Lady Rebels, as they get set to take on New Madrid County Central. And, Coach, looking at New Madrid County Central and just talking to some folks, it sounds like they've got a pretty capable and talented team. So when you've had a chance to go ahead and watch some film on them, what have you seen from them?
Anytime you beat Cape Notre Dame, you're pretty good, and they beat Cape Notre Dame this year. And but they're very athletic. They press a lot. I mean, we will have to take care of the basketball, and once again, we'll have to rebound and get back in transition if we're going to have a chance to win the game.
Well, you highlighted a few of them there, Coach. Always like to finish just with some keys. Defense, I'm sure, huge. Rebounding, huge. But for you, just a few things that you guys really need to do well in this game to come out with a win.
Let's take care of the ball. We have to handle their pressure and not give them points off their press because they rely pretty heavy on their press. So I think a big key is taking care of the basketball and getting back in defense.
Josh Mapes, the head coach of the Central Lady Rebels, joining us here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show. Coach, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, and good luck in the game.
All right, thank you, guys.
Cleaning chemicals, disinfectants, and paper products are just a few of the items available from CNC Suppliers in Farmington. I'm Cheryl Sneed, owner of CNC Suppliers, a janitorial and food service supplier for commercial and residential use. We carry cleaning products, disposable food containers, gloves, sanitizers, disinfectants, face masks, shields, paper products, and so much more. Find CNC Suppliers on Facebook or stop by our location on Flat River Road in Farmington.
Welcome back in here, everybody, on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I'm Brandon Pavlina. Glad to have you here. We've got Connor Mooney back in the studio spinning the dials as we get set to bring you the Class 4 girls basketball sectional matchup between the 19-4 Central Lady Rebels and the 20-3 New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles. Here from the campus of New Madrid County Central, the Fleets Equipment pregame show is in the books. And with that, and we now have a chance to take a look at our Presbyterian Manor starting lineups. Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live in Farmington, or online at presbyterianmanor.org. First, for the visiting Central Lady Rebels, they'll send out their usual five. Four seniors, Kaylee Kimball, Jessica Hulsey, Sophia Horton, and Aubrey Eaton. And then finally a junior in Madison Holmes. The five for the Central Lady Rebels: Kimball, Hulsey, Horton, Holmes, and Eaton. And for the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles, they'll send out a couple of seniors in Yanni Ruff and Olivia Hartman, and then some other talented players as well: Shay Wright, Maya Caldwell-Newson, and Tylia Wofford-Bird. Tylee Wofford-Bird. So, okay, let's go through them again. Wright, Caldwell-Newsom, Ruff, Hartman, and Wofford-Bird, the starting five for Central New Madrid County Central. Oh, baby, it's going to be a tongue-twisting kind of night, isn't it, folks? A lot of long words, a lot of tough names, but a great game on tap. Can't wait to get this one going. Both teams taken to the court, and that means the tip-off is a few moments away. And it's brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and change with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank or go online at newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC. The Central Lady Rebels donning their road blue uniforms, just as they did in the district title game against St. Jen. Central in red across the front. The numbers on the front and back in red. All that trimmed in white. with the blue tops, blue bottoms, and a couple of white stripes on both sides. For the Lady Eagles of New Madrid County Central, white home uniforms with Eagles and their numbers in green on the front, the numbers in green on the back as well, and some green trim on the white shorts too. Opening tip-off is going to be won by Central, as it was tipped and won by Wofford Bird, but it was right into the hands of Aubrey Eaton, and so the Lady Rebels start with possession and they zip it down low to Horton, and Horton puts it up and in. Quick 2 points for Sophia Horton as she'll open the scoring. And it's a quick 2-0 lead for the Lady Rebels, and back come the Lady Eagles. Quick pass down low, what a find! And the layup is good by Olivia Hartman as the senior knots us up. Now here's Kimball with a pull-up from the free throw line, and it's good! As Kimball with a big-time shot early as well. Back and forth we go, the other way. New Madrid, a pass in the lane, is poked, but recovered. Shot on its way, won't go. Battle for the rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called. And some physical plays here already, but Kimball and Horton doing a nice job to start things off for the Lady Rebs, and they lead by 2. It was Olivia Hartman who got the only basket so far for New Madrid. Now to the corner they go. A three-pointer is on its way, and just a bit too strong from Maya Caldwell-Newson, and now the rebound to Central. They get it to Holmes. Across half court, has it poked and stolen. But now the other way, Central New Madrid has it stolen. And a jump ball is going to be called, and it's going to go back over to the Lady Rebels as both teams hit the deck. Both teams had it poked away in the backcourt. Finally, bodies on the floor, and ultimately, they'll say a tie-up. So it's 6:55 to go in the first. It remains a 2-point lead for Central over New Madrid. Eaton across half court. Eaton with a head of steam has it poked from behind and stolen. Quickly they get it ahead to Hartman. Hartman in the lane, high off the glass, it's good. What a shot by Olivia Hartman, and she's got a quick 4. Here comes Central. Hartman tips it, Eaton recovers it, and she sneaks it up and in off the glass. What a shot by Eaton, as she didn't have a lot of room to get it through. Central back on top by 2 with 6:20 to go in the first. 6-4 here in the Class 4 girls basketball sectional. Three-pointer on its way and good. Shea Wright buries it from deep for New Madrid. And now it's a 1-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Eaton in the lane, turns the corner, throws up a shot, it won't go. Rebound rolls into the hands of the Lady Eagles. It's with Maya Caldwell-Newson as she'll swing it to the corner. Three-pointer up again from Wright. This one won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it's yanked down by New Madrid. Another offensive rebound, put back, no. Another offensive rebound, put back, no. And now finally Central gets it. Trailing by 1, here come the Lady Rebels in the corner on the near side. It's to Halsey, to the middle, to Kimball. Her jumper is blocked, but they'll call a foul, and that'll send it to some free throws for Kaylee Kimball. She'll head to the charity stripe. First chance for some Serenity Hospice Care free throws here tonight. As she'll pound the rock from the line. First one on its way and no good, as she's a little too strong on her first attempt. And now Kinley Norris will check in. Aubrey Eaton will check out after Eaton made a couple of nice plays here so far. Same 5 for the Lady Eagles, and the second one is on its way and no good as well. So 0 for 2 for Kimball. Here comes Hartman in the lane. To the corner, a three-pointer is up and good. Lily Hester buries it from deep, as actually she did check in for the first time. And now it's New Madrid by 4. Up top, it's Halsey, and Holmes gets it and has it stolen. Here's the other way, Central New Madrid. Oh man, I can't get that right. And a foul is going to be called on the layup attempt. Horton is the one that got charged with it. That's going to be her first. So New Madrid County Central with a quick 4-point lead here in the first quarter. 5:05 to go, and the first free throw is on its way and good from Yanni Ruff. Her first points of the night. Chloe Dishbine, the great freshman for Central, will check in for the first time. One more free throw coming here for Ruff. And it's on its way and no good. And now in the backcourt, maybe a travel for Dishbine, but no problem as they get it across half court. Kimball hands off to Dishbine, who drives in and kicks to the corner. Three-pointer up from Halsey is in and out. Rebound punched out, and it's recovered by the Lady Eagles. Into the hands of Hester. She'll go up top to Ruff. On the wing near side, they get it on over to Wright. Back up top to Ruff. Down low they go to Wofford Bird, and her shot won't go. Rebound Horton. Horton bounces it to Dishbine. Dishbine with a head of steam to the corner to Halsey. Up top to Horton. Horton the drive, the kick to the corner to Norris. Back to Horton on the wing, a jab. And now up top they go to Dishbine, and they reset the offense. 4:20 to go in the first, 11-6. It's New Madrid County Central by 5. And now Kimball's going to go up for the shot, and Kimball is going to be fouled. And we'll see who the guilty party is. It's going to go on Olivia Hartman. That's going to be her first foul of the night. Free throws coming for Kimball. Missed her first 2. Free throws are brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. A couple of subs getting ready to come on for New Madrid as we'll reset the lineups in a moment. Eaton's going to come back on for Central. So for the Lady Rebels, it's Kimball, Horton, Dishbine, Eaton, and Norris. And for New Madrid, it's Wofford Bird, Hartman, Ruff. And now a rebound by Central after the miss. And so now it's going to stay right here. Tighten up. Dishbine up top. Drives in, needs help to the middle, to Kimball, to the baseline, to Horton as Horton hops in and gets the shot to go. Tough shot there for Horton, but she converts, and she's got 4. 2-point lead for New Madrid. And now they'll work it around. To the half-court line, they go to Wofford Bird, and Wofford Bird hits the deck, and she's hurt. And now a layup the other way won't go. And they're going to blow the play dead. It was a good look in transition the other way, but now Wofford Bird is on the ground and in pain as she hit the deck and was grabbing at her ankle right away. And so now we're going to have to take a break as they'll help her up onto her feet, hopefully. We'll break and be back. Stick around on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Postponing routine checkups with your doctor can put your health at risk. Your well-being is important, especially during these challenging times. Take the right healthy step for you and your family. Schedule a visit at one of Comtree's 5 primary care locations or schedule a telehealth appointment. We've taken additional precautionary measures to ensure you, the individual served, feel safe at an in-person appointment. Whether a routine checkup, screening, or seasonal vaccination, the time is now to schedule an appointment. Protect your health. Call 1-877-COMTREE to schedule an appointment today. Welcome to our family tree.
Well, that could be significant because Wofford Bird is the 5'10 talented post player for this New Madrid team, averaging 11 points per game, and she had to be held to the bench with her arms around a couple of coaches as she's going to be tended to right away. But she went down in a heap. Her team does lead, but she's out for now. 11-9 with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter, and the Eagles get it across half court, but now they get trapped, but they get it off into the hands of Hartman in the lane. Hartman floats it up, but it won't go, but an offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Nastasia Walker knocks down her first shot, and now it's back to a 4-point lead. Kimball in the lane, her shot won't go. Rebound battled for, and Hartman yanks it down. Back comes New Madrid. Hartman driving in, spinning in, lost it, recovers it, throws it up, and it's good. What a tough shot for Hartman, but she knocks it down. And now it's a 6-point lead for New Madrid. Here comes Central. Dishbine, top of the arc. To the far side corner, it's to Eaton. Now she'll bounce it to Dishbine. Dishbine drives in through contact, and a blocking foul is going to be the call. Coach Heeb cannot believe it over there, and I don't know, I agree. I think it was a tough call. A little bit of contact there, but it's going to send Dishbine to the charity stripe. So 15-9, it's a 6-point lead for New Madrid, and Dishbine, the freshman, first free throw won't go. We'll have one more coming here. Free throws are brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. A few more subs have come on for New Madrid. Wright, Hartman, Ruff, Wright. I think I'm missing one, but we'll see. Now Wright on the wing near side will drive in after Dishbine missed the second. And now a turnover. Eaton takes it away to Horton the other way. The layup is good. As Horton makes it a 4-point game. 15-11. In the lane, Wright off glass and good. Oh, baby, what a shot. She was stumbling her way to the rim, but somehow managed to keep her balance and knock down the shot. Dishbine in the backcourt gets trapped, and a travel is called, and it's going to be a turnover as it'll head back on over to New Madrid. 17-11 the score here in the first. 2:10 to go here in the frame. A couple subs for the Lady Rebs. Halsey's on, Horton's on, Holmes, Norris, and Kimball, the 5 for Central. On the wing, it's Wright. Back up top. They get it to Ruff. Ruff will go to Wright up top. No, it's Walker. Walker with the ball in her hands will go back to Hartman at the top of the arc. Hartman crosses over at the free throw line, drives in, and a travel is going to be called as she got tied up and tried to hop through the contact, but couldn't quite keep her feet moving, and so it'll go back over to the Lady Rebels as Eaton will check back on. Norris will check out. 1:52 to go in the first, a 6-point lead for New Madrid County Central. Horton gets the inbound and will try to get it quickly up to Holmes. She does. Holmes looking for Kimball down low. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Central, as that time it was off Walker. 1:45 to go in the first. New Madrid with a 6-point lead. As Horton will inbound from the baseline. She'll get it into Holmes. Holmes on the wing to Halsey now. We'll bounce it back over to Holmes in the corner near side. Central going left to right here in the first half. Cross court, Eaton, down low, Horton. The snap pass gets there, and Horton lays it up and in. She's got 8 in the first, and it's a 4-point game. Right in the lane, a lot of contact, no call. Gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. And I'll tell you what, Shea Wright knocked down 2 Lady Rebels right there, but they didn't call an offensive foul. Halsey on the wing near side. Halsey to the top of the arc, near the half-court circle. Coach Mapes barking out some instructions to the middle to Horton at the free throw line. Down low to Kimball. Kimball hangs in the air and hits. Kimball's got 5, and it's back to a 4-point game. Ruff across half court. 55 seconds to go in the first. Ruff in the lane, and a hop and a travel, and so it'll go back on over to the Central Lady Rebels. Kinley Norris will come on. Eaton will check out. Ruff checks out, and coming back on, you can probably hear the ovation as Tyler Wofford-Bird comes back on after being in some significant pain earlier. She is back out there, and she'll be challenged right away. Holmes in the front court has to throw up a shot. It won't go. A rebound to Wofford-Bird. Here she comes with a good head of steam. A hanging floater is good. Wow, what a tough shot for Wofford-Bird. And now it's a 6-point lead again for New Madrid, 21-15. And now Horton has her pocket picked at half court. Maya Caldwell-Newsome, the Euro step in the lane, and she knocks it down. 8-point lead now for New Madrid County Central. Horton across half court in the lane. The pull-up is good. Horton with 10 in the first. 10 seconds on the clock. 23-15. New Madrid by 8. Wofford-Bird, top of the arc, drives in. Good pass right into the hands of Wright, and Wright lays it up at the buzzer. What a first quarter flurry for the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles, as they will end the first with 25 points and a 10-point lead. 25-15 after 1. They're on pace for 100. How about that? We'll take a quick break, 30 seconds. We'll be back for the second quarter here on The Boot.
From shredding to mailboxing, the UPS Store does everything for small business, even impressing your customers. When you have your packages packed by our certified packing experts and backed with a pack and ship guarantee, your business looks outstanding. The UPS Store, everything for small business, all in one place.
The UPS Store.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. From printing, shredding, faxing, and notarizing to packaging and shipping, we are here to service your personal and small business needs.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
All right, welcome back in, everybody, for the second quarter of the Class 4 girls basketball sectional. It is New Madrid County Central with an 8-point lead at the end of the first. They had the scoreboard incorrect. And New Madrid County Central starts with possession. Their first shot won't go, but somehow in the middle of the lane, there is Maya Caldwell-Newson waiting, and the ball just rolls right into her lap, and she lays it up and in. How about that? She's got 4, and now it's an even bigger lead. It's a 10-point lead. And now the other way, Eaton trips in the lane, and a travel is called. 27-17, and it now is a 10-point lead with 30 seconds gone in the second. Wofford Bird was injured early, but she is returned, and her presence has been felt. The 5 for Central, it's Halsey, Holmes, Horton, Eaton, and Kimball as a three-pointer on its way from Wofford Bird. Aubrey Eaton gets thrown to the ground, but no foul call. And now Aubrey Eaton is going to get knocked down, and a technical is going to be called, as it's Lily Hester who absolutely a forearm shiver knocked Aubrey Eaton to the ground, and Coach Eve trying to calm her down. I'm not sure why Hester was so upset. She made a great play. She also got away with a foul because Eaton was doing a phenomenal job boxing her out, and then Eaton hit the deck, and then a tie-up in the backcourt, a foul, and, well.
Hey, we have a personal foul charge number 24, Lily Hester.
Wait and see what.
And also a technical foul to number 24, Lily Hester.
So it's a personal and a technical, so she picks up 2 there. 2 fouls quickly on Hester. And Horton with a free throw. It's on its way and good. She's already up to 11 here at the start of the second. On its way and no good, as she'll only go 1 for 1. But you can feel the energy between these two. It is pretty intense right now out on this court. And as Stephen Kabler would say, like camping? Get it? Intense? Like camping? Connor liked it. 7:05 to go in the first half, 27-18. Quickly to the middle to Kimball. Shot up, no good. Wofford Bird the rebound. Man, Central can't get the lid off right now. Wofford Bird across half court to the corner. They get it to Ruff, to the middle, to Hartman, and Hartman rises and is fouled. This Eagles team has been really impressive here so far to start out this ball game. They play with an impressive pace and have some physical players as well, and they have looked good here so far, but Central is, of course, got a long way to go. They can get right back into this. Free throw on its way. Hartman knocks it down. 10-point game again. 6:50 to go here in the first half. Hartman's up to 7. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible here from New Madrid. Applebee's in Farmington, CNC Suppliers in the Flat River Loop, the Central R3 School District, Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, and Comtree in Festus. Hartman knocks down the second, so she goes 2 for 2. An 11-point lead now for New Madrid. Dishbine on the elbow will go cross to Horton, who drives in, splits the defense off the window and in left-handed. What a move by Sophia Horton, who is just on fire. 13 for her. And now a wing 3 from right. It won't go. Eaton tracks down the board. Quickly to Horton. Here she comes with a head of steam. Horton hopping in, splitting the defense. Layup won't go. Rebound yanked down by New Madrid. Quickly to Ruff, and she'll spin around at the top of the arc to the corner to right. Down low, they're looking for Walker. They get it there, and her floater is good. Nastasia Walker with 4 points, and now it's back to an 11-point lead for New Madrid. And a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. 31-20 with 6 minutes to go in the first half here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
Welcome back on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. 31-20 the score with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm Brandon Pavlina. Connor Mooney back in the studio. It is New Madrid County Central on top over the Central Lady Rebels here in the Class 4 sectional. Central has it. Dishbine's first shot won't go. Offensive rebound to the Lady Rebels. Eaton gets it, but then Eaton loses it. Wright takes it away. Here comes Ruff across half court. On the wing, it's Wright. Back up top to Ruff. Back to Wright. Looking to try to get it down to Wofford Bird. Back up top to Ruff. She'll drive in. Wild shot. And a rebound yanked down by Central as Holsey gets to it. To Dishbine. Dishbine with a head of steam races across half court. Dishbine on the wing. To the corner to Kimball. To the middle to Horton. Horton one move. And now the high arcing shot is true. That might have almost touched the very top of the backboard. But it drops through. 15 for Horton of the team's 22. And it's back to a 9-point game with 5:05 to go in the first half. At the top, it's Ruff. She'll pound the rock and swing to the far side. It goes over to Caldwell Newson. And now on the wing near side, it's Wright. Back up top to Ruff, and they'll work it around the arc. Wright on the wing. And they're doubling Wofford Bird down low. And now Wofford Bird is going to be called for an offensive foul as she was getting frustrated. And finally, she lowered her shoulder and knocked Sophia Horton off of her. But I'll tell you what, if I'm the Lady Rebels, I play to that. I'm going to keep pestering these players because that's the second time where we've seen a New Madrid County Central Lady Eagle be just completely overtly over-aggressive. We saw a technical foul earlier. That one could have been a technical foul as well. But it's not. It'll just send it back over to Central. It is the second foul on Wofford Bird. And now Horton with a head of steam into the front court and lays it up and in. Horton is willing her team back into this game. It's a 7-point game. And now in the lane, a bump, and Wright hits the deck, and she is fouled. 31-24. It is New Madrid County Central with a 7-point lead and 4:20 to go here in the first half. 16 fouls for New Madrid, just 3 for Central. And that foul there was the second on Kinley Norris, so she is going to check out. Inbound goes to Ruff. Her three-pointer won't go, but they get the offensive rebound. They get it back to Ruff. Her driving shot won't go. Kimball the rebound to Holmes. Quickly up to Holsey, and it's poked. Holmes recovers it. Holmes bounces it down low to Kimball. Kimball's jumper is too strong. Rebound yanked down by Tay Brooks. She gets it to Wright. Wright in the lane. The Euro step and left-handed layup won't go. Kimball the rebound. Here comes Holmes for Central. To the middle to Kimball. Backing down, turning, shot off the glass. It's good. Kimball's up to 7. 5-point game. 3:40 to go in the first half. As the Central Lady Rebels are right back in it. But a bevy of subs and those players that were brought to the bench getting ready to check back in. Some of the best players for New Madrid, and now a foul. And Dishbine's going to be called. Not sure. I didn't see much there. But Dishbine will be the guilty party. Oh, it's going to be Holmes, rather. So Holmes draws the foul. It's just her first. And so Wofford Bird comes back on, as does Walker, as does Hester. So those three come on for New Madrid. Hartman checks out, Hartman checks out. Caldwell Newson checks out, as does Ruff. So a couple new players on for New Madrid. And they lead by 5. They have it on their side of the court. Right up top to Wofford Bird. Wofford Bird at the elbow, fires a jumper, it won't go. Kimball the rebound. Kimball will bring it up quickly to Holmes on the corner near side. Holmes has some room, maybe got away with a travel, fires a baseline jumper and it's too strong. Rebound New Madrid. They lead by 5 with 3:05 to go in the first half. Wofford Bird gets bumped and it's out of bounds, and Wofford Bird wanted a foul. She got bumped by Horton, but they could have called the block, certainly, but I think a good no call to allow that to go, because that's not a sectional kind of foul there. Hartman checks back on, Wright checks out. Wright looking like she's a little banged up, grabbing at her wrist. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Central trailing by 5, but they have it. Horton across half court will bounce it off to Eaton. Up top, Dishbine to the middle, to Kimball at the elbow. To the other elbow to Horton, and she's got plenty of room, and she'll take that all day. Horton rises up and knocks it down, and what a run by the Lady Rebels as they've cut it back down to now a 3-point game. 31-28. 2:30 to go in this one. Up top, it's Hartman. And she'll go to the far side wing to Hester. And now Hester's pass is stolen. Eaton takes it away. Eaton to Horton, to Kimball, to Dishbine. In the lane, Dishbine the kick out to Halsey for 3. And it's off. Rebound Wofford Bird. And she'll bring it up. 2:05 to go in the first half. Wofford Bird, the 5'10 player, will hand it off. It's with Ruff now. Wofford Bird backing down. Wofford Bird gets the pass on the block. Wofford turns, kicks out, up top. Hartman, a jab and a drive. Hartman with some room, and her floater is good. Olivia Hartman's up to 10. 1:45 to go in the first half. Dishbine across half court. And the pass is too tall for Eaton, and it's out of bounds, and that is massive because Central has been chipping away, got it down to 3. Now it's back to 5, and a turnover that could have been avoided as it'll go back to New Madrid, and they'll have a chance with 97 seconds remaining in the first half to extend their lead. A young fan for the Lady Eagles came onto the court, as did her dad, running right after her and grabbed her up. Oh, to be young and oblivious, right? To be, like 2-3 years old and get to do what you want. I don't really remember it, but I bet it was fun. Timeout taken by New Madrid as they want to talk it over, as they let a couple of seconds come off. 90 seconds on the clock in the first half. We'll keep it right here. Timeout is brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's. They're located on St. Joe Drive in Park Hills. Also a big thank you to the Cozine Memorial Chapel in Farmington, Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington, the Gateway Region YMCA, Gilster Mary Lee Corporation, Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, Jefferson College in Hillsborough, and a Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus. Reminder that you can also check out Nathan Gertz on J98 tonight. He has the call of the North County girls sectional game. They're taking on Cape Notre Dame. Last I checked, it was a 10-point lead for Cape at the end of one. Yeah, 18-8 was the score. The Bulldogs with the lead over the Raiders at the end of the first. But right here, it's a 5-point game, and the New Madrid Eagles have it. Passing it around, it's tipped out of bounds, so it'll stay with New Madrid, and they'll throw it in from their end line. As they lead by 5, and they get it in up top to Wright. And a travel as she caught it right around the elbow and took a few steps in, had her momentum going, tried to stop herself, but couldn't, and kind of dragged her feet, and that's what led to the travel. 33-28 with 1:20 to go here in the first half. Central with it. Horton, Eaton, Kimball, Holmes, and Halsey, the 5. Holmes in the corner, far side to the middle to Horton in the lane. She splits the defense, but her layup won't go. Rebound, Wofford Bird. Here come the Lady Eagles. Wofford Bird clearly gritting it through some absolute pain because she went down in a heap earlier. And now Wofford Bird gets it down low, carves out some space, but her shot won't go. She had a nice physical move on Horton to get her off, but then couldn't convert the shot. Holsey on the wing near side. To the middle, to Horton. Pull up at the free throw, won't go. 40 seconds on the clock in the first half. Quickly to Wright. Wright drives in. Wild shot, and a foul is called. So that's going to send Wright to the free throw line, and she'll have a pair coming. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. It was out to as many as 10 for New Madrid, but the Lady Rebels have been chipping away ever since. They got it down to 3. It's back to 5 now, and the first free throw is going to be no good from Shea Wright as she can't knock it down, so that keeps it at a 5-point game. Dishbine comes on. Holmes checks out. As Wright making orange juice at the line. Throws up the shot, and it won't go. Horton the rebound. 0 for 2 that time for Wright from the line. Quickly to Dishbine. Dishbine is going to be called for a travel as she got to the front court and picked up her dribble. Had a defender right on her tail, and I think she heard the footsteps and just took one too many of her own footsteps. So it goes back to New Madrid. They lead by 5, 33-28, with 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Up top, it's Hartman. Cross. It'll go to Ruff. Ruff at the volleyball line. To the corner, to Wofford Bird. Up top to Wright. Now in the corner, it's a three-pointer, and it's good! And the horn will sound, and that'll be the end of the first half. It was Maya Caldwell-Newson who knocked down that triple at the end. And that makes it an 8-point lead for New Madrid at the break. 36-28 as we've hit halftime. We'll take a break and come back. Stick around here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Now is the time to join your Jefferson County Family YMCA. New classes are always being added, plus the Y now has expanded child watch hours for mornings, evenings, and weekends. And it's not too early to sign up your child for summer camp and get 10% off per child. Plus, there's some great annual campaign fundraisers in March, like a dive-in movie in the pool area March 13th, adult blacklight volleyball match March 19th, and a lifeguard car wash on the 27th. Contact the Y for all the details. That's your Jefferson County Family YMCA in Festus.
Hey guys, this is Megan, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, with a couple of reminders for you. Don't forget to schedule your pool opening as soon as possible. We're filling up fast. Also, as spring approaches, don't forget to take advantage of our annual chemical sale, where all chemicals are 20% off. This year's sale will be April 5th through 10th. The Home Pools and Spas family can't wait to see you this spring. Go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net.
Champions are made here. On our courts, on our fields, and in our classrooms. Why settle for ordinary when you could be part of greatness? Mineral Area College. Become a Cardinal today.
At Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, get the 25 horsepower LS tractor with front end loader. This is the biggest compact size tractor chassis, not the subcompact size tractor. You will like the size of this tractor and the weight it has behind it to get your jobs done. With a 1,600 pound lifting capacity on this front loader, you will be impressed. This LS 25 horsepower tractor package deal includes the tractor, loader, 4-foot box blade, along with the 18-foot deluxe flatbed trailer and a set of 48-inch skid steer quick attach pallet forks. All for only $20,449. This package includes a free 2,700 PSI pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. And of course, the best 6-year parts and labor warranty from LS, the major brand maker that you already know and love. So let me recap. Get the 25 horsepower tractor, loader, box blade, deluxe flatbed trailer, all for only $20,449, plus the free pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. See Kohl's Tractor and Equipment today, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353.
Welcome to the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Halftime Show on Regional Radio.
At Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, we want you to know that local pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at offering you an excellent experience every time you do business with us. A warm greeting, a friendly smile, attention to detail, and efficient service is what you can expect from us every day because we love going the extra mile for our customers. We offer a full range of products and services, handy drive-through windows, always free delivery to your home or workplace, and so much more. Bigger stores don't always mean bigger savings. We stay very competitive with our pricing and our preferred provider for many insurance plans. There's no need to stand in line, no need to wait days for your medications, no need to go anywhere else but Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Local pharmacy at its finest, with locations in Deloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Piedmont. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
It's the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Halftime Show, located in Farmington, Fredericktown, Deloge, Piedmont, and Ironton. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy is committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve.
Welcome in here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, everybody. I'm Brandon Pavlina here on the come on, I should know at this point, the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Halftime Show. Big thanks to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. And a big thanks to you for hanging out with us. Here at the break, it's an 8-point lead for New Madrid, 36-28 over the Central Lady Rebels in the Class 4 sectional here from down in New Madrid. And also, you could check out on J98 here tonight a big matchup between North County and Cape Notre Dame. At the break there, it was a 6-point lead for Cape Notre Dame, 25-19. Nathan Gertz on the call there. You can go check that out again on J98 for North County and Cape Notre Dame girls. But we've got the second half coming your way here shortly between New Madrid and Central. And both Central teams. Took a while to kind of sort it out in my brain to figure out how we were going to label these two teams. I'm not sure if there is another New Madrid, but we're going to keep going with that because it's a little bit easier. 36-28, an 8-point lead for the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles here at halftime. Let's go through the leading scorers of the first half for both teams. For the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles, they were led by Olivia Hartman as she had 10 points in the first half. It was Shay Wright who had 9 points in the first half. Maya Caldwell-Newson had 7, and then it was 4 for Mastasia Walker. Lily Hester had 3, and then it was Wofford Bird with 2. Those are your leading scores the first half for New Madrid. And for the Central Lady Rebels, they were led in scoring by Sophia Horton, who was doing it all. She had 19 in the first half as she was willing her team back into the game. I told you, New Madrid had it out to 10. It felt like it was going to swell, but then Central kept chipping away, and finally got themselves down to a 3-point game. A couple of big possessions, though, over the final 60 seconds by New Madrid. Got it back out to an 8-point game, and that's how we got to here. So Horton has 19 at halftime. Kimball has 7, and then it's 2 for Aubrey Eaton. And those are your leading scorers for the Central Lady Rebels here at the break. New Madrid leads 36-28, an 8-point lead at the break. We'll take another one. And when we come back, we will get you set for the second half right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Would you like to lower your house payment? Paul Hale here with New Era Bank, here to tell you how it's a great time to refinance. Mortgage rates are at historic lows, and many homeowners can save a considerable amount of money by refinancing. Take advantage of this opportunity by refinancing today. We offer a variety of both fixed rate and adjustable products that fit just about every need. Whether you're planning to stay in your house for 2 years or a lifetime, now is the time to act. Visit our website at www.newerabank.com or call any of our branches to speak with a loan officer today. New Era Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hey folks, Mark Toady here to brag about the great people at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. Chris and Jamie, well, they're just outstanding people. Their selection of furniture is pretty amazing too, but it's Chris and Jamie themselves that really makes Patsy stand out. They treat you right with great customer service and definitely go the extra mile to make sure you get what you need. So, if a new sofa or love seat is in your future, or maybe a new bedroom set, go to the place I go to for all my furniture. And that's Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. Tell them J98 sent you.
Blue Carissa, what would you say to a Case IH DC 103 disc mower conditioner? It's less than $17,600. That's a $10,000 savings.
I'd say somebody's getting lucky this spring. Lucky in saving a bunch of green, that is.
Yeah, it's a Case IH Moco. It's got a disc mower cutter bar, it's got hydraulic swing, and don't forget, it's got a time conditioner. All for less than $17,600.
Wow, that's not luck. That's the Fliggs Equipment way. Better quality, better brands, and better prices. Just plain better. Fliggs Equipment, see us today, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and in Leadington on the Outer Service Road.
Online 24/7 at fliggs.com.
Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family.
Bounce it back over to Holmes in the corner near side. Central going left to right here in the first half. Cross court, Eaton, down low, Horton. The snap pass gets there, and Horton lays it up and in. She's got 8 in the first, and it's a 4-point game. Well, Sophia Horton had 10 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter. She's up to 19 at the halftime break, and what a performance by her over that first half. And that right there, you just heard it, that was our 2-dribble basketball play of the game. 2-dribble basketball. If you're ready to be the best player you can possibly be, call Jacob Hedgecorth with 2-dribble basketball at 573-315-8071. So Sophia Horton takes the 2-dribble play of the game in the first half, and now we get set for the second half of action. 36-28, an 8-point lead for New Madrid over the Lady Rebels here in the Class 4 girls basketball sectional. The Central girls have not won in this game since 2016. However, they have been there in 17, 19, 20, and of course here in 21. So looking for their first win in this game over their last 3, well, this would be 4 attempts. So we'll see how this second half shakes out. I told you, it was out to a 10-point lead, and then it was cut down to a 3-point game. But now here at the break, it's an 8-point lead for New Madrid, and we get set to start half number 2. For the Lady Rebels, it's Horton, Kimball, Eaton, Halsey, and Holmes, the 5. And we'll wait and see the 5 for New Madrid. Hartman, Ruff. We'll see if it's the same 5. Looks like it is. So it's Wright, Caldwell Newson, Ruff, Hartman, and Wofford Bird. That's the 5 for the Lady Eagles. As Central starts with possession, they trail by 8. It's Holmes across half court, down low for Kimball, and they get it there to Eaton now. Eaton out to Horton. Horton, her shot is good. 21 now for Sophia Horton with just 15 seconds gone here in the third. Up top, it's Ruff. She'll go near side to Wright, who fires from deep, and it's short as it misses everything. And it sails out of bounds, and so it'll go back over to the Lady Rebels. They trail by 6, 36-30 with 7.5 to go in the third. It's Eaton to Horton in the backcourt. Quickly to Holmes across half court. Holmes crossing over in the lane. Her pass is going to go out of bounds. She got bumped as she was trying to pass it, and I think that knocked it off track, but they didn't call a foul, and so it's going to be a turnover as it goes back to New Madrid. 6-point game. I think that's what Halsey was complaining about. But so it's going to go back over to Ruff, and she'll bring it ahead at the half-court circle. She'll swing to Wright on the far side wing. Wright now up top. It's into the hands of Caldwell Newson. She'll go near side wing to Wright for an open 3, and it's just off. Rebound Horton. Over the top, Eaton behind the defense. Eaton, the layup in transition is good. She's up to 4 now, and it's a 4-point game with a minute gone here in the third. New Madrid by 4, 36-32. In the corner, far side, it's Wright. Up top, it's Ruff. Ruff now to the near side wing to Caldwell Newson. Up top to Wright. Near side wing to Hartman. Hartman crossing over, spinning in, hangs, and it's swatted back. Kaylee Kimball, the big-time rejection. Here comes Central. Holmes at half court to Halsey across the timeline. Holsey on the wing, to the middle, to the elbow, to Kimball, and now over the top looking for Horton. It's a little bit too tall, and it sails out of bounds. They had Horton open underneath, but just a little bit too tall and out of her reach. And so it's going back to New Madrid. 6:20 to go in the third, 36-32, a 4-point lead for the Lady Eagles. And it's Ruff who will bring it up. Yanni Ruff, the 5'6" senior, will go to the 5'10" Wofford Bird. Down low, they get it to Wright. Wright, the left-handed shot won't go. Halsey, the rebound, quickly to Holmes. Holmes in transition, a Euro step, and her layup won't go. Horton, the offensive rebound, and then she's going to be fouled, I believe, on the floor. And so it'll just go to the end line. And so it'll go to the end line, and it'll stay underneath the basket that Central is shooting on. Holmes will inbound quickly to Horton. She fires up a quick shot, but it won't go. Oh, great look, but just could not quite get it to fall. Here comes Hartman the other way. Hartman, wild shot. Looked like she got swiped at, but no call. And now the rebound to Eaton. Quickly to Horton, to Holmes, to the middle, to Kimball. And her jump shot is good. Kimball's up to 9, and it's a 2-point game. 36-34. As New Madrid still clinging to that 2-point lead. It's on the near side of wing with Caldwell Newson up top to Ruff. On the far side of wing, it's Wright. Down low to Wofford Bird. And her layup won't go as she just doesn't quite get enough on it. And now Horton needs some help in the backcourt. Ball on the deck. Bodies hit the deck. But Central is able to retain. And now it probably should have been 8 seconds in the backcourt. But they don't call it. They get to the front court. Eaton to Holmes. On the wing, far side of the volleyball line. Now to Halsey. Halsey to the corner and has the pass kicked. And out of bounds it'll go. 5 minutes to go in the third. 36-34. As it's the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles with a 2-point lead. And it's going to be Ruff that checks out, as does Caldwell Newson. As it's Walker and Hester who have checked on for New Madrid. Inbound, Kimball, free throw line, jumper, no good, but Horton the offensive rebound and the putback. And we're tied 36-all with 4:45 to go in the third. Hartman on the wing, up top to Wofford Bird. On the wing near side, they get it to Hester. Down low, Hartman. And it's going to stay here with New Madrid as they're going to say Holmes touched it with her foot out of bounds. I don't think Holmes even touched the ball. But it's going to go to New Madrid. And it'll be an inbound on the basket that they're shooting on. Hester over the top to Wright. They get it there. Wright, a hesitation and a drive and a foul. And I think they're going to get a block on Norris, who is checked back in for Central. That's the third foul on Kinley. And she's going to check out. Dishbine comes on. Dishbine, Horton, Halsey, Kimball, and Holmes, the 5 for the Rebs. 4:35 to go in the third. We're tied 36-all, and the inbound is stolen right into the hands of Horton. Horton the other way, across half court. Horton now picks up her dribble. Dishbine to the half court line. To Holmes over the top. Holmes drives in, looking for Kimball. It won't get there. And now Horton gets it. Horton puts it up, and she gets fouled. Horton gives her team a 2-point lead as she is willing her team to life. She's got 25 with 4:20 to go here in the third. 2-point lead now for Central, 38-36. On its way and good from Horton. She was heading the other way before it even dropped through. She knew she got that one. And so now it's a 3-point lead, 39-36 for the Central Lady Rebels. And now they've halted the game action. Not sure what just happened. I think it might have, somebody might have slipped and fell on the court, so there's some sweat on the court. So that's why they had to make sure they tighten that up. But how about this? The Lady Rebels take the lead, 39-36 with 4:15 to go in the third. To the near side of wing, they get it to Hester. Up top, it's Ruff. Cross court, they go into the hands of Caldwell Newson. Back up top, it's Ruff. To the middle, they're looking for Walker, but it's stolen. Kimball pokes it away. To Halsey, to the front court. Halfway through the third. Halsey across to Holmes. To the middle, to Horton. Horton finds a little room and fires it and drills it. She is unbelievable. She is unconscious here tonight. Sophia Horton now is up to 28 with 3:40 to go in the third, and her team leads by 5. Wofford Bird, wild shot in the lane, wanted a foul, and now she's going to get teed up as she was yelling at the refs. And so it's going to go back on over to Central. This has been a miraculous comeback effort by the Lady Rebels. Another technical on the Lady Eagles, so Horton will get some more free throws here. 41-36. It's a 5-point lead for Central. Horton, free throw on its way and good. I mean, I'm at a loss for words for what this young lady is doing here tonight. Second one good. Folks, 30 points. 30 for Sophia Horton with 3.5 minutes to go in the third. 30 points with a quarter and a half still to go. And her team now leads by 7. She has been a one-woman wrecking crew here tonight. 3:30 to go in the third. 43-36 is now Eaton on the wing. Up top it goes to Holmes. Holmes is going to be poked and a foul is going to be called, and the wheels have come off for New Madrid as they really had a good handle on this game early. And then it was around when the first technical was given to Hester, and it was around then where things kind of changed. It was an injection of energy for Central rather than New Madrid. 3:15 to go in the third. The Lady Rebels by 7. Horton in the lane. Horton hangs. Her shot won't go. And then the rebound is going to be off of Horton and out of bounds. As if she got that to go, I don't even know. I mean, my head might have exploded. But this is an epic performance tonight by Sophia Horton. And we've still got plenty of time left in this one. Three minutes to go in the third, 43-36. It's a 7-point lead for the Lady Rebels as they have been in complete control. They have not allowed New Madrid to score so far in the third. On the wing near side to the corner, it's Hartman. Hartman drives baseline, needs some help. She'll kick out to Wright on the corner. Wright's three-pointer won't go. Long rebound, and Kimball lets it sail out of bounds, so it's going back to the Rebels. Folks, they haven't scored the whole quarter. It was 36-28 at halftime. It's now 43-36. New Madrid has not scored for the first 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the third quarter. Holmes across half court will bounce it to Eaton. Eaton drives, and now Horton hits the deck. And a timeout called by Central, and a smart one there by Josh Mapes as he brings a halt to the action. Timeout called. We'll take it with him back in 30 here on the boot.
Worry-free, hassle-free. Isn't that the way you want to live? Imagine not having to mow your lawn or worry about leaky pipes. Imagine checking the chore list and living those adventures you've always wanted to. Imagine having peace of mind knowing you are taken care of no matter what. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore. Call 573-756-6768 and ask about independent living at Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
Well, I just texted Jacob Vincent to give him an update on what's going on here. New Madrid has not scored the entire third quarter. Meanwhile, Sophia Horton, 30 points with 2.5 to go in the third. 43-36, a 7-point lead for the Lady Rebels here in the Class 4 sectional of girls basketball, trying to be one of the final 8 standing. Halsey has it in the corner for the Lady Rebs. She'll bring it to the top of the arc. They'll go to the near side wing to Holmes. Holmes now scans the defense. Holmes to the right side, over the top to Halsey, and Halsey reaches high and saves it from going out of bounds. Halsey now drives in, turns the corner, gets it to Horton on the block, and Horton lays it up and in. 32 now for Sophia Horton. This is sick. 9-point lead for Central. New Madrid still has not scored in the quarter. in the lane. The pass down low to right. Her shot won't go. She gets the rebound. Her second shot won't go. And Central gets the rebound. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. 17-0 in the quarter. 17-0. Unbelievable. 36-28 was the score at halftime. Central's rattled off 17 straight. Eaton in the lane is going to be drilled, and she'll head to the line for two. I mean, this is one that the folks from Park Hills will remember for a long time, this quarter in particular, if the Lady Rebels can hold on, because this is a New Madrid team that scores 60 a game. They've got a potent offense, but they cannot get the lid off the rim, and now they trail by 10. They led by 8 at halftime. Second one on its way from Eaton and good. 19-0 here in the third quarter for the Lady Rebels, and they now lead by 11. Up top, it's with Ruff, and she'll fire a three, and it's too strong. Dishbine the rebound. The lid still on the rim. Horton quickly to Eaton. Eaton down low on the block and spins and needs help. She'll go to Kimball, who gets to the lane. Kimball's shot is blocked, and now the rebound, a jump ball, and it's going to go back over to the Lady Rebels. No, it'll go back over to New Madrid, excuse me. 47-36. 19-0 in the quarter. Folks, 19 points to none in the third quarter. And the Lady Rebels lead by 11 with 60 seconds to go in the frame. At the top of the arc, it's with Wright as she spins in, and it's dribbled off the foot of Avery Norris. And actually, it's not Avery, it's her sister. And Kinley hits the deck, saves it, and then Central tries to recover it, but it's going to go out of bounds. But that right there is another epic moment right there. You see it from even their freshmen giving up everything they had. Kinley Norris was the first one to the hardwood as she slid across trying to save the orange. New Madrid trailing big now by 11 as they have not scored in the third, and there's 35 seconds on the clock. If they put up a zero, folks, this is going to be historic. And now on the far side, Hartman jumper won't go. Dishbine the rebound. Dishbine ahead in the lane. Dishbine dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. It'll go back on over to New Madrid. Well, they got 21 seconds to try to score a point in the third quarter. To this point, they have not been able to. 19-0 here in the quarter for the Lady Rebels. 47-36. 15 seconds to go. New Madrid will bring it up. Near half court, they'll go to the near side wing. Up top, it's into the hands of Brooks. Looking down low, and it's out of bounds. The Lady Rebels are going to put up a zero for the quarter. Oh no, they're going to say it stays with New Madrid. So they'll have another chance with 6 seconds on the clock. I am without speech. Sophia Horton heads to the bench. 32 for Sophia Horton here tonight. And it's still a whole quarter to go. Inbound to Wright at the top of the arc. And now at 3 seconds, Ruff has to throw up a wild shot and it won't go. That was an epic third quarter. An epic third quarter for the Lady Rebels. 19-0. And they now lead by 11. We'll take a break and be back. Stick around on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hello, you've reached Toyota. This is Jan. How can I help?
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to save on a new Toyota?
It sure is. With great deals now through March 31st, you can ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Great. I've really been getting into podcasts lately for those long drives.
Oh, yeah? Which ones?
Mysteries, mostly.
Well, imagine yourself cruising in a Camry, listening to that one where a priceless painting went missing and the whole town was a suspect. Or go camping in a RAV4 while listening to that one where a shocking crime turned their sleepy seaside community on its head. Or off-roading in a Tacoma while you listen to the one where a big city detective relocates to the country, only to find that trouble has followed him.
You know what? With so many good places to go, Maybe I'll listen to them all.
Spoiler alert, it was the butler.
Toyota, let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit or visit them at twincitytoyota.com.
Folks, what you just witnessed might be one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. You held a team scoreless for the entire quarter in the Class 4 sectionals. The Lady Rebels, 19-0 third quarter, 19-0. And they lead by 11, 47-36 here at the start of the fourth. It'll be with Central to kick things off as they had a wild pass that was knocked out of bounds, so they keep it. 19-0 in the third quarter. Unbelievable. And Sophia Horton has 30 at the start of the fourth. Horton gets the pass with a head of steam in the lane. She's bumped, and I think they'll say on the shot, and so she'll head to the line for two.
Foul strike number 12, Shane Wright. That is her third. Team foul number
So Horton will head to the line, and she is, I mean, listen, that quarter was epic. It's something that I'm going to remember for a long time. 19-0? Are you kidding me? It was Horton knocks down the front end of the free throws, but what I was getting to is if there's another epic part of this ball game, it is what Sophia Horton has done here tonight. With those two free throws right there, she's up to 34. 34. With still a whole quarter to go. I mean, it's unbelievable. Far side, it's Wright. She'll drive in, and her shot is blocked. The lid is still on the rim. Down low, another shot won't go, and now a foul is going to be called. And so that's going to give.
Foul strike number 1, Kaylee Kimball, her first, team foul number 2.
And so now it'll go to the end line. It'll be a throw-in for New Madrid. 7.5 to go here in the ball game, and it's the Lady Rebels by 13. Inbound to, I thought they were shooting free throws, but no, they said it was on the floor. They get it in quickly to Ruff. Ruff drives in, and then she is fouled on the shot. Now she's going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. 49-36, 13-point lead for the Central Lady Rebels. And trying to win their first sectional game since 2016, and they're going to do it in one of the most incredible fashions that I have ever seen. I mean, it's one thing to outscore your opponent by 19 1/4. That's impressive. You don't give up a single point. That is just insane. And now Sophia Horton the other way. She goes the length of the court, and the wild shot in the lane is good. Horton now with 36. And an offensive foul on New Madrid as Eaton was parked down low, drew the contact, and it's going back to the Lady Rebels. 51-36, a 15-point lead for the Central Lady Rebels. And if you're keeping count at home, folks, it is now up to 23 consecutive points that have been unanswered by New Madrid. 23-0 here in the second half. I've never seen anything like this. And now Horton's going to give it up in the backcourt as it's going to go over back to New Madrid. Listen, they put up 36 in the first half. They haven't scored since. Up top, it's Ruff on the wing. Back to Ruff. And they're looking for some help. It's Wofford Bird. She'll go to the corner to Wright. Wright, the drive, the pass up top to Ruff. On the wing far side, it's Caldwell Newson. Up top, it's Bird. And she'll fire a three. It's short. Hartman, the offensive rebound. Hartman tries to turn the corner, and she is going to be fouled on the floor. And so it's going to go to the end line and be a throw-in for New Madrid. Still looking for their first point of the second half. You heard me right. I'm just stunned. 51-36, a 15-point lead for the Central Lady Rebels in the Class 4 sectional of girls basketball. And now the inbound to Wright. Her shot won't go. This is like nothing I've ever seen. And now Horton at half court is going to step over the line and step back over it. So she'll get it over the back there, and it's going back over to New Madrid. But for a team with this great of an offensive unit to go 9.5 minutes of game time without scoring a single point, not a single point, not a free throw, nothing, is just shocking. Right on the far side. Up top to Ruff. She drives, she hangs, she floats, and finally, Ruff knocks down the shot. It took a 23-0 run for New Madrid to get their first points of the second half. And now a timeout taken, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 here on the boot.
You deserve the finer things in life, and Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy knows that. Even when it comes to your health care, we want you to have the best. Treat yourself to our award-winning service and experience a level of care that always puts you first, always goes above and beyond. Our goal is to give you an excellent experience, fast and friendly service, and total dedication to taking care of your health. Google the store nearest you and come see us today. Yes, you can have the finer things in life, and that includes a local pharmacy at its finest. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
So, folks, it was 9.5 minutes into the second half and a 23-0 run before New Madrid finally got onto the board here in the second half. And now Sophia Horton in the lane, a wild shot won't go. Rebound to New Madrid as they come up trailing by 17. In the lane, a wild shot and a block. Oh, I got it wrong, excuse me, 13, I did it backwards. And a block is gonna be the call, and so now it's gonna go to Caldwell Newsom, and she'll head to the free throw line. It's a 13-point lead for Central with 6 minutes to go here in the game. 23-0 run to start off the second half. And the free throw is on its way and no good. As can't get the front end there. One more still to come here. 6 minutes to go. On its way and no good. 0 for 2. Kimball battling for the rebound, and she saves it to Horton. As Kimball would have touched it last, but she was able to get out of bounds and save it before it touched the floor. Dishbine in the lane. Dishbine, the layup won't go. Rebound is going to go to Wofford Bird, and now in the backcourt, one of the New Madrid players is on the floor again and shaken up. We'll keep it here for a moment. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. What an incredible second half by the Lady Rebels as they now lead by 13 with 5:50 to go in the game. But a thanks to Mineral Area College in Park Hills, the Missouri Beef Industry Council, New Era Bank, Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, Patsy's Furniture, Prairie Farms, Presbyterian Manor, Serenity Hospice Care, and Surdike Motorsports in Festus. So 5:40 to go in the game, and New Madrid has it. They trail by 13. Ruff in the lane, a wild shot, and she's fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2. 23-2, the score in the second half in favor of Central, and they lead by 13. First free throw on its way from Ruff and no good as they just flat out cannot get the lid off this rim. They've had one shot go in the second half. It was from Olivia Hartman. Second one on its way and good as Ruff knocks it down there. Here comes Central leading by 12 with 5.5 to go in the Class 4 sectionals. Dishbine crossing over, driving in, splits the defense high off the glass, and she knocks it down. Chloe Dishbine with one of the most impressive plays of the game. And it's back to a 14-point lead for Central. And now a long three from Wofford Bird is no good. Back come the Lady Rebels. It's Halsey to Horton at the free throw line. Quick fire, it's good. Sophia Horton is up to 38. And now a foul on the floor. I mean, just absolutely remarkable by Sophia Horton here tonight, folks. And Hartman will head to the free throw line. 16-point lead. So Hartman with some Serenity Hospice Care free throws coming here. Do some quick math here. 2. So, yeah, 38 now for Horton. As she just continues to tack on. 19 in the first half, 19 in the second half. And she's done it all from the field. She is not, well, from the free throw line as well, but she has not knocked down a three-point shot. She's been getting inside, carving out space, making incredible plays in transition. Folks, I mean, 38 points in a sectional game for this young lady who has done it all in her career. I mean, you know, what can you say? 5 minutes to go in the game. 55-39. It's Central by 16. And Hartman with a 1-and-1, and the first one is on its way and good. It's just an incredible performance by Central in the second half. They have only allowed 4 points. 4 points in the second half. The whole thing. Hartman, second one, no good. Rebound Kimball, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back over to New Madrid. So just a miscommunication there. 15-point game, 55-40 with 4:50 to go in the contest. New Madrid gets it in at the top of the arc. It's right. She'll go over to Hartman. Hartman, a jab and a drive and a hop and a travel. And it's going to go back the other way. It was slight. You could see it. It was very, very close. I think at this stage you might have let her get away with that one, but it's going back the other way. For Central, it's Horton, Holsey, Eaton, Kimball, and Dishbine with 4:45 to go now in the game. 15-point lead for Central, 55-40. Eaton, stepped over the end line as she inbounded, and so it's going back over to New Madrid, and they'll inbound on the baseline that they're shooting on. And now a bevy of subs coming on for New Madrid.
Full timeout, charge the Lady Eagles.
And a timeout taken on the court. We'll take it with them. Back in 30. Stick around on the boot.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa.
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Welcome back here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I've got the boot on the brain, folks. I've been on the boot just about every single night for, 17 straight days calling basketball. It's just kind of programmed in my head right now, but we are on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, and we're glad to have you here. And it has been an epic second half for the Central Lady Rebels. If you're just joining us, they've only allowed 4 points in the second half, and that's all you need to know. They lead by 15. Inbound, right, three-pointer for New Madrid, no good. Back come the Lady Rebels. I mean, it's been defense, and also New Madrid can't get a bounce to save their life right now. Lives? Life? Either way. Dishbine in front of the scorer's table gets trapped. Dishbine splits the defense, and Dishbine underneath the basket as it poked out of bounds. And it'll go back the other way to New Madrid with 4:20 to go in the game. It was a 9-point game. It was the Cape Notre Dame Bulldogs leading North County with 5 minutes to go in their game about 5 minutes ago on J98. You can go catch the finish of that one as the North County Lady Raiders trying to roar back in that one. Central is roared all the way back and eaten the Lady Eagles lunch as well here in the second half. Down low, right, lays it up and in. Her first points of the second half, and it's a 13-point game. Kimball, the inbound. 4 minutes to go in the contest. And now Ruff, steals it away. Ruff, the takeaway, but then Wright, the shot in the lane won't go. Horton needs help, and Horton is going to be awarded a timeout as Coach Mapes recognized that his star player in the backcourt was in some trouble. Fans not loving it at all. They hate it, actually. But a timeout awarded. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30. Stick around on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Are you wanting a home with acreage, a hobby farm, or simply looking for a short-term loan? At First State Community Bank, we're offering a new 7-year adjustable rate mortgage program. Check out our 7-1 and 7-3 options. Speak to our lending team at your local FSCB branch or visit info.fscb.com/7ARM today to get started. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Bank NMLS number 412605.
Welcome back on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, everybody. I'm Brandon Pavlina. Glad to have you here. As what a performance by this Lady Rebels team here tonight. They lead by 13 with half a quarter remaining in the contest. 55-42. They trailed by 8 at halftime, 36-28. Then the third quarter happened. It was a 19-0 quarter for Central. They finished it off going 23-0 over 9.5 minutes, and now Central with a full court heave, and Horton has to save it. She does, and she gets it to Kimball, and then Kimball tried to get it right back to Horton for a miraculous play, but it was kicked. And so it'll stay with the Lady Rebels underneath the basket that they're shooting on. 3:40 to go in the game, and they lead by 13. It'll be Holmes to send it in. Over the top, they get it to Halsey. On the corner, it's Horton. Horton puts it on the deck and goes up top to Halsey. Now it's to the middle, to Eaton, to Horton. Horton turns the corner and lays it up and in. Horton with 40 in the Class 4 sectional game. She has been amazing tonight. And her team leads by 15. And now the other way, right in the lane. Right lays it up and in. Down to 13, 57-44 with 3:15 to go. Sophia Horton with a 40-burger in the sectional title game. And now Horton has it poked out of her hands, but she recovers it. Needs some help. They double. She gets it to Holmes. Holmes at the top of the arc with 3 minutes to go now. Holmes turns the corner to Eaton in the corner. And now Eaton will reset it. She'll pull it out to the top of the arc. 2:50 to go in the game. Eaton had it poked. Eaton dives on it. Eaton now. And a jump ball to call. Aubrey Eaton has been a fun player tonight, as she has been throughout her career. This is a terrific and a fun Central girls basketball team, and facing perhaps their toughest test of the season here tonight with their season on the line. They have responded in a massive way, and they got to close it out here with 2:40 to go and a 13-point lead. 57-44 on the wing far side. It's Wofford Bird. And now an offensive foul, and I believe they're going to say at Hartman, a moving screen as she hit the floor. And so I think it looked more like that Central was the one who committed the foul, but instead it is going to go on New Madrid, and their fans frustrated. So is Coach Heeb. But it'll be an inbound for the Lady Rebs in their backcourt. 2.5 to go in the game. They lead by 13, and Horton will get it into Holmes. Horton with 40 points in the ball game. Horton. And now in the backcourt, Horton is bumped and fouled. And so she is going to head to the line, and now it's the 10th team foul on New Madrid. And so it'll be a double bonus the rest of the way for the Lady Rebels as Horton heads to the charity stripe. And I've had a chance to talk to Sophia. I've had a chance to talk to Coach Mapes about this young lady, and all my conversations with her, she is just so impressive. Just well-spoken young lady, so complimentary of her teammates and her coaches, and what a performance here tonight as she'll knock down the front end of the free throws. 41 now for Sophia Horton. On its way and good for the second. 42 for Sophia Horton. Silly kind of numbers here in the sectional title game. On the wing near side, a three-pointer is up and no good for New Madrid. Hartman the rebound. Hartman the putback is good. As Olivia Hartman's up to 15. And now Coach Heeb wants a timeout as he wants to talk it over with a handful of his players. And so we'll take it with them. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 30 here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
Well, this game has had it all, folks. It has been high scoring for Sophia Horton. She has 42 points on the night. And not only for that, it's also been an incredible defensive performance for the Lady Rebels. They held New Madrid scoreless for the entire third quarter, 19-0. And that has been the story of the night, as it has been a hill that New Madrid has not been able to overcome ever since the Lady Rebels moved out in front. And Sophia Horton, of course, has done it all with 42 points. The Lady Rebels lead 59-46 by 13, and the inbound in the backcourt, and now it's a turnover as it's going back to New Madrid, as Eaton and Horton just not on the same page there. Those two out there. Kimball's going to check back on, and she'll bring out Norris. So it's the same starting five for the Rebs: Eaton, Horton, Kimball, Halsey, and Holmes. Right, the inbound. She'll go back to Newsom, and now driving baseline is Hartman, and she'll throw up a wild shot, and it won't go. Offensive rebound for Wright. She tracks it down somehow, gets it up top to Ruff. Ruff an open three, and she buries it. And here's me thinking this one might be close to over, but now it's a 10-point game with 1:50 to go. Another 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Cozine Memorial Chapel has been serving Farmington and the surrounding communities since 1864. Their commitment of service to the community is deeply rooted in Missouri history and is the foundation for everything they do today. John Cozine is proud to be the fourth generation to operate Cozine Memorial Chapel and is proud to support Farmington High School. Cozine Memorial Chapel, serving families for generations at 217 West Columbia Street in Farmington.
Surdike Motorsports is the proud sponsor of Jefferson County Sports. Hi, this is Matt Surdike. Whether you bleed blue, red, green, black, or gold, Surdike Motorsports is here to serve local sports fans from every walk of life. With Yamaha motorcycles, side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, and wave runners, Polaris side-by-sides, ATVs, and slingshots, and now for the first time in Surdike history, we have zero-turn mowers from Bad Boy Mowers. Sports, it's in our name. Surdike Motorsports in Festus.
Where we're family run for family fun.
All right, welcome back on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. 2 minutes to go, folks, and it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Rebels as they look to move on to the Class 4 quarterfinals and be one of the final 8 standing here in our listening area. Horton and the Rebels have it. Horton has 42 points on the night. It's Kimball who gets the bounce pass at the elbow, and she'll pull it back out to the volleyball line. Bouncer off to Eaton. Eaton. Oh, and Eaton is going to be just absolutely slammed. That one not quite as intentional that time, as it was Hester who committed the foul, but it was really just because Eaton was kind of on her heels, leaning back, trying to give herself a little room to swing out of danger. But so Eaton will head to the free throw line. 10 team fouls now, so it's a double bonus the rest of the way for the Lady Rebels. 59-49. And the first one on its way and good for Eaton. She has had a great performance tonight as well. And she has been a pest on that defensive side of the ball, causing some havoc and causing a lot of frustration early for the New Madrid Lady Eagles. Eaton, second one, is on its way and good. Hits the front of the rim and rolls home. Eaton now with 8. And a foul the other way, and we'll see who it's on. It is going to be a 1-and-1 here.
Foul shot number 5, Jessica Halsey. That is her first. Team foul number 8.
So the Lady Rebels, with 1:20 on the clock and a 12-point lead, trying to move on to the Class 4 quarterfinal for the first time since 2016. Told you they have been in this game in 17, 19, 20, And now here in 21, but they have not reached the quarterfinal. They have not won in this game since 2016. First free throw is on its way from Ruff, and it's good. She'll have one more to come here. It's on its way, and off the back of the rim, off another part of the rim, and it drops. 2 for 2. 10-point game with 1:20 to go. 61-51. Central on top. Horton across half court. And now she'll slow it down at the volleyball line. Horton with 42 in the game. Horton crossing over, driving in, left-handed. She'll bounce out to Eaton. Eaton back to Horton, rips it across. Horton throws it up off the glass. It's good. Sophia Horton, 44, as her team leads by 12 with 55 on the clock. 63-51. And now the ball sails out of bounds, and it's going to go off of New Madrid. It'll go back to the Lady Rebels. 44 points for Sophia Horton, as she has been incredible. 50 seconds on the clock. Horton, the inbound in the backcourt. She'll bounce it off to Halsey. Or to Holmes, rather. Holmes across half court. 40 seconds to go. Central by 12. Kimball at the elbow. Kimball bounces it off to Horton. Horton at the volleyball line. Don't want to foul her, but they're going to have to foul somebody. They get it off to Eaton. Now 30 seconds. Coach Heed begging for a foul. Nobody wants to give it to him. Ruff on Eaton. Clock continues to wind with 20 seconds to go now. Eaton crossing over, spinning in the lane. Eaton, the layup is good. What a play by Aubrey Eaton. Rebels by 14, and the horn will sound as the Lady Rebels are moving on to the Class 4 quarterfinals. They take down New Madrid County Central on the road, 65-51. Sophia Horton with 44. And an incredible defensive performance by the Lady Rebels in the second half. What a game and what a performance by this Central team. Remarkable. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Mapes, and we'll break things down for you. So don't you go anywhere here on 98.5.
The entire faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District would like to recognize and support all of their students and athletes. It takes an enormous amount of hard work and dedication to be a successful student and athlete. They recognize all of the work their students put forth and are proud of each and every one of you. They wish you the very best in all of your future endeavors. This message is brought to you by the faculty and staff of the Central R3 School District, home of the Rebels.
Gilster Mary Lee Corporation is looking for capable professional drivers. At least 21 years old, truck school graduates are welcome. Paid hub mileage, downtime, holiday pay, home weekly, with medical and life insurance, vacation bonus, Christmas bonus, commissary privileges, plus a profit-sharing program. Low turnover with a realistic first-year earning of $50,000. Apply in person at Gilster Mary Lee in Chester, Illinois, or call Mike Welker at 1-800-851-5371, extension 3246.
At Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, get the 25 horsepower LS tractor with front end loader. This is the biggest compact size tractor chassis, not the subcompact size tractor. You will like the size of this tractor and the weight it has behind it to get your jobs done. With a 1,600 pound lifting capacity on this front loader, you will be impressed. This LS 25 horsepower tractor package deal includes the tractor, loader, 4-foot box blade, along with the 18-foot deluxe flatbed trailer and a set of 48-inch skid steer quick attach pallet forks, all for only $20,449. This package includes a free 2,700 PSI pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. And of course, the best 6-year parts and labor warranty from LS, the major brand maker that you already know and love. So let me recap. Get the 25 horsepower tractor, loader, box blade, deluxe flatbed trailer, all for only $20,449, plus the free pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. See Kohl's Tractor and Equipment today, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353.
Clarissa, what would you say to a Case IH DC 103 disc mower conditioner? It's less than $17,600. That's a $10,000 savings.
I'd say somebody's getting lucky this spring. Lucky in saving a bunch of green, that is.
Yeah, it's a Case IH Moco. It's got a Dismore cutter bar, it's got hydraulic swing, and don't forget, it's got a time conditioner. All for less than $17,600.
Wow, that's not luck. That's the Fliggs Equipment way. Better quality, better brands, and better prices. Just plain better. Fliggs Equipment, see us today, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and in Leadington on the Outer Service Road.
Online 24/7 at fliggs.com.
Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family.
Make it a great family night at Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington. Hi, my name is Amy Cousins, General Manager of your local store. Maybe start out with a couple of appetizers, boneless wings, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, chicken quesadilla. There's so much to choose from. Let the kids pick from the kids menu, then for yourself, choose one of our favorites. Steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, we have it all. Go to Applebee's.com for the full menu and look for our happy hour prices. Doing good in the neighborhood, Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington.
Cleaning chemicals, disinfectants, and paper products are just a few of the items available from C&C Suppliers in Farmington. I'm Cheryl Sneed, owner of C&C Suppliers, a janitorial and food service supplier for commercial and residential use. We carry cleaning products, disposable food containers, gloves, sanitizers, disinfectants, face masks, shields, paper products, and so much more. Find C&C Suppliers on Facebook or stop by our location on Flat River Road in Farmington.
Postponing routine checkups with your doctor can put your health at risk. Your well-being is important, especially during these challenging times. Take the right healthy step for you and your family. Schedule a visit at one of Comtree's 5 primary care locations or schedule a telehealth appointment. We've taken additional precautionary measures to ensure you, the individual served, feel safe at an in-person appointment. Whether a routine checkup, screening, or seasonal vaccination, the time is now to schedule an appointment. Protect your health. Call 1-877-COMTREE to schedule an appointment today. Welcome to our family tree.
From shredding to mailboxing, the UPS Store does everything for small business, even impressing your customers. When you have your packages packed by our certified packing experts and backed with a pack and ship guarantee, your business looks outstanding. The UPS Store, everything for small business, all in one place.
The UPS Store.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS Store in Festus. From printing, shredding, faxing, and notarizing to packaging and shipping, we are here to service your personal and small business needs.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
Welcome back, everybody, here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. What a performance by the Central Lady Rebels as they are moving on to the Class 4 quarterfinal with a big-time win over Central New Madrid County Central. Let's get that right. 65-51 the final, a 14-point dub, and not only that, Sophia Horton with a 40-burger here tonight. 44 points for the terrific senior. Just went down and confirmed. We had different scores all over the place. I had 44. The score for the Eagles had 42. Originally, Central had 46, but we sorted it all out. 44 for Sophia Horton tonight, and an epic performance by their star senior, and a great win for this Lady Rebels team as they are moving on, and they are going to be taking on, Jacob Vincent sent it my way, they'll be taking on Vashon, who is a very formidable foe in their own right. Vashon with a big win over Lutheran South, 65-41 in their Class 4 quarterfinal game, or in their Class 4 sectional game. But so Central moving on, one of the final 8 teams standing in girls basketball in Class 4. And so that'll be a great game coming up in just a few days, and we'll have coverage of that one on a regional radio. But the Central Lady Rebels, they win tonight, 65-51, a 14-point dub, and they are moving on to the quarterfinals. 44 points for Sophia Horton, an incredible performance by the senior, but just an incredible performance all around on the defensive side of the ball for the Central Lady Rebels. They gave up 36 in the first half, but then they only allowed 15 in the second half, and they didn't allow a single point in the third quarter. Just truly, truly remarkable, and what a win for the Central Lady Rebels. Their first win in the sectional since 2016, and they do it in thrilling fashion here tonight. We'll take a break here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. When we come back, we will continue with some more statistics from tonight's ball game, and then at some point we'll also hear from Josh Mapes, the head coach of the Central Lady Rebels, as he's in the locker room right now, I'm sure, celebrating with his girls, because what a win and what a performance. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. Everybody stick around here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
At Kohl's Tractor Equipment, get the 25 horsepower LS tractor with front end loader. This is the biggest compact size tractor chassis, not the subcompact size tractor. You will like the size of this tractor and the weight it has behind it to get your jobs done. With a 1,600-pound lifting capacity on this front loader, you will be impressed. This LS 25 horsepower tractor package deal includes the tractor, loader, 4-foot box blade, along with the 18-foot deluxe flatbed trailer and a set of 48-inch skid steer quick attach pallet forks, all for only $20,449. This package includes a free 2,700 PSI pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. And of course, the best 6-year parts and labor warranty from LS, the major brand maker that you already know and love. So let me recap. Get the 25 horsepower tractor, loader, box blade, deluxe flatbed trailer, all for only $20,449, plus the free pressure washer and 2 ratchet tie downs. See Kohl's Tractor and Equipment today, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353.
Now is the time to join your Jefferson County Family YMCA. New classes are always being added, plus the Y now has expanded child watch hours for mornings, evenings, and weekends. And it's not too early to sign up your child for summer camp and get 10% off per child. Plus, there's some great annual campaign fundraisers in March, like a dive-in movie in the pool area March 13th, adult blacklight volleyball match March 19th, and a lifeguard car wash on the 27th. Contact the Y for all the details. That's your Jefferson County Family YMCA in Festus.
Hey guys, this is Megan, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, with a couple of reminders for you. Don't forget to schedule your pool opening as soon as possible. We're filling up fast. Also, as spring approaches, don't forget to take advantage of our annual chemical sale, where all chemicals are 20% off. This year's sale will be April 5th through 10th. The Home Pools and Spas family can't wait to see you this spring. Go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net.
Champions are made here, on our courts, on our fields, and in our classrooms. Why settle for ordinary when you could be part of greatness? Mineral Area College. Become a Cardinal today.
Dishbine crossing over, driving in, splits the defense high off the glass, and she knocks it down. Chloe Dishbine with one of the most impressive plays of the game. And it's back to a 14-point lead for Central. That was a big-time play right there in the fourth by the freshman Chloe Dishbine, and that is also your 2-dribble basketball play of the game. 2-dribble basketball. If you're ready to be the best player that you can possibly be, you got to call Jacob Hedgecorth with 2-dribble basketball. Give you his phone number as soon as I can find it. It's right here. If you're ready, I know you are. You're ready to be the best player you can be. You got to call Jacob Hedgecorth. He is a fantastic trainer with 2-dribble basketball, and you can reach him at 573-315-8071. A great performance by Chloe Dishbine, but, nobody really was able to outdo what Sophia Horton was able to do in this ball game tonight. She finished with 44 points in the game. 44 in a sectional championship game with her season, her career on the line. She goes out and pours in 44 points. Just absolutely incredible. The team's defense in the second half, remarkable. What can you say about this performance by the Lady Rebels here tonight? We'll hear from Josh Mapes and get his thoughts. I'm sure he's got to be thrilled with his team's first win in the sectional round since 2016 and just the effort and the performance tonight on the defensive side of the ball in that second half. So we will hear from him in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at our leading scores from the ball game tonight. First, for the Central Lady Rebels, they were led in scoring by Sophia Horton, 44 points for the terrific senior. And then behind her was Aubrey Eaton with 10, 9 for Kaylee Kimball, and then 4 for Chloe Dishbine. Those are your leading scores of the ball game for the Central Lady Rebels as they get it done tonight. 44 points for Sophia Horton, and the Lady Rebels are moving on. They'll take on Vashon coming up in just a few days, and we'll have coverage of that game on regional radio. We'll take another timeout. When we come back here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show, we'll have more for you, and we'll hear from head coach Josh Mapes, so don't you go anywhere. Stick around on the boot.
Clarissa, what would you say to a Case IH DC 103 disc mower conditioner? It's less than $17,600. That's a $10,000 savings.
I'd say somebody's getting lucky this spring. Lucky in saving a bunch of green, that is.
Yeah, it's a Case IH Moco. It's got a disc mower cutter bar, it's got hydraulic swing, and don't forget, it's got a time conditioner. All for less than $17,600.
Wow, that's not luck. That's the Fliggs Equipment way. Better quality, better brands, and better prices. Just plain better. Fliggs Equipment, see us today, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and in Leadington on the Outer Service Road.
Online 24/7 at fliggs.com.
Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family.
Back here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show, the Central Lady Rebels winners and moving on as they get their first sectional win since 2016, 65-51, a big-time dub over the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles. A mouthful, Coach. It's been a long couple of weeks, but I can't imagine how good you must feel right now with the way your team played here tonight and just a great performance in the second half. Josh Mapes with us, the head coach of the Central Girls. Coach, your thoughts on the game and how your girls were able to get this job done today?
It was a gut check. They are a good team, and we knew that we'd have to do some things well to find a way to win. And I thought it was a gut check because the first half, they're up 8 or 10 at halftime, and our kids were at halftime. They were making their own adjustments. They weren't panicked at halftime. And third quarter, we talked about things we needed to do, and they came out and did it in the third quarter. Outstanding defensively third quarter and rebounded the ball really well third quarter.
Coach, listen, I've only been covering basketball for a handful of years. Have you ever seen anything like what you guys were able to – and listen, you've probably seen it all. 19-0 in the third quarter, Coach. You guys didn't even allow them onto the scoreboard, and you kept that going into the first few minutes of the fourth quarter. What was going through your head on the sidelines there as your girls continued to just keep them off the scoreboard?
I didn't realize it was 19-0, but I knew our defensive intensity from the very first possession was a lot better. We held our blockouts better, and you make a couple baskets, it's a lot easier to play defense sometimes.
19 points. You didn't allow them to score in the second half. Coach, what was the biggest adjustment? You mentioned it there, but what changed? Was it just attitude? Was there any little tweaks? What was it?
No, first quarter we came out and pressed and probably should have pulled it off a little sooner, but we wanted to get the pace of the game going. We felt like our bench was better than their bench type of deal, and we wanted to play fast and try to wear them out. And third quarter was just we just kind of got back and hunkered down like we did against St. Gen.
Just absolutely incredible, Coach. I mean, my voice is shot. I'm running out of superlatives talking about this game and of course, talking about your terrific senior. And it's another one of those games that, I've asked you every question in the book about Sophia Horton, but she goes out and with her season on the line, with her career on the line, your terrific senior pours in 44 points here in this one. What can you say?
When you have an all-state player and a special player like Sophia, it just kind of sums up who she is tonight, getting 44. And I'll give a shout out to the rest of our kids. They know where the ball needs to go to get it to Sophia, and they put it in the right spots for Sophia to score. So shout out to the rest of the players, and Sophie did a great job finishing, and she's a great player, offensively and defensively. She did a great job on 23 all night. She wrestled her all night long, and she will be wore out tomorrow, I promise you.
Coach, I want to know your thoughts on that, the physicality of this game, because there was a couple of times in the first half where they started to get a little bit of a lead. There were some physical plays, and really it seemed like your team responded extremely well in those moments, and it almost sparked you guys a little bit. Do you think it was a matter of getting a couple of hits a couple of times, realizing, hey, we can handle this, and then being able to go through it?
I thought so. When you play teams that you're not used to seeing or playing with that kind of athleticism, it takes you a while to gauge it. And I thought our kids the first half, they didn't realize how quick they were on the back tips or how long they were on, how quick they could get to things. And I think they kind of figured out the second half, and adjusted to it really well. And another key thing was when they didn't score a basket, that means they didn't set their press up as what they live by. So that was huge the third quarter, not letting them score and set their press up.
I mean, you guys went 23-0 over a 9.5-minute span. I mean, just unbelievable. So, Coach, I mean, I could tee you up for all night, but I just want to know, what were you most impressed with by your team's performance tonight?
I was impressed with the way our kids handled themselves and their composure. That's a heatable game, and sometimes kids get wound up in the heat of the moment. I mean, we saw it with New Madrid County Central. They had a couple of kids get technicals, and I'm just super proud of our kids for playing the game the right way and acting right.
In this senior class, of course, Coach, you guys have done a lot of winning with this group, and it's a great group with some really terrific young women in it, and I've had a chance to interview a bunch of them and do some cool stories on them. But how special is it for you to have this senior class be able to accomplish this here tonight?
You said it. They're good young women. I mean, basketball is the main thing, but these kids are going to be successful in life because they treat each other the right way. They go about things the right way. They're hardworking, good kids, and the season's not over, but I will miss these kids when they're gone. Hopefully our younger kids have taken notes and watched them do things because they've done them the right way on the floor and off.
Well, you just keep adding checks to the boxes, Coach, and the run continues for you. Final thing, I want to ask you about Aubrey Eaton here tonight, too, because she's just a fun player. I'll tell you what, she does a little bit of everything, kind of the dirty work for you guys, and she really kind of started the being a pest out there on the defensive side and really kind of bothering New Madrid and getting them out of their comfort zone. Did you see it that way as well?
Aubrey does more things for us that doesn't show up on the scorebook than anybody else we have. I mean, she's rebounds, she makes nice passes, post feeds, and takes a lot of charges and knows how to help when we're outsized. And she does a lot for us, and, we wouldn't have the season we've had without her and the other role players we have.
You guys got a great team, Coach. We'll let you get out of here. Vashon, obviously, coming up. Do you know anything about them just yet?
I do. Vashon's typically not a great basketball school, but this year they've had 5 really good players move into their school, and a couple of them are Division I players, and we're going to have our hands full. And it's very unfortunate that 5 kids from the St. Louis area all moved their senior year to one school, but it is what it is, and that's who we got. And we've watched film on them, we've got a lot of tape on them, and we will have to play really, really well on our home floor. Or
hey,
it's going to be tough.
It'll be nice to be back at home, though, I'm sure.
It will. We haven't had a home game in a while, and we'll take our chances, and we're going to give them our best shot.
Anybody listening, Park Hills, shut down and be out there for that ball game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coach Mapes, we appreciate your time as always. Congratulations on the win tonight, man.
Absolutely. We're going to enjoy this one.
Absolutely, as well you should. That is Josh Mapes, the head coach of the Central Girls here on the post-game show. We'll take a quick break and come back and wrap it up here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Would you like to lower your house payment? Paul Hale here with New Era Bank, here to tell you how it's a great time to refinance. Mortgage rates are at historic lows, and many homeowners can save a considerable amount of money by refinancing. Take advantage of this opportunity by refinancing today. We offer a variety of both fixed rate and adjustable products that fit just about every need. Whether you're planning to stay in your house for 2 years or a lifetime, now is the time to act. Visit our website at www.newerabank.com or call any of our branches to speak with a loan officer today. New Era Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Always appreciate Coach Mapes' time joining us on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. An epic performance by his team tonight as they held New Madrid County Central scoreless in the third quarter. They held them scoreless for 9.5 minutes of game time. And over that span, Central outscored them 23-0. And it was over after that, as that was the entire third quarter. And the start of the fourth quarter, Central raced out to a 15, 13-point lead somewhere in that span. And they were clinging to that the rest of the way. An incredible performance by the Central Lady Rebels. Also an incredible performance by their great senior Sophia Horton. 44 points for her tonight. And the Lady Rebels are moving on. They'll be taking on Vashon coming up on Saturday. We'll have coverage of that game on our regional radio. But that'll do it for us for now from down here in New Madrid and the Boot Hill. We'll be heading back up to our area, our neck of the woods in a couple of hours. So 65-51 the final. The Lady Rebels moving on with a big-time 14-point win over the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles. So for Connor Mooney back in the studio, I'm Brandon Pavlina. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon. As always, be good and please